That was Ronnie Millsap. There ain't no getting over me. You are listening to Robert Hodge, and this is the beginning of the new Super Sound Showcase sponsored by Culture Fix here on WMBG. I have a first-time Super Sound artist here. His name is Junior Wilson, and I am delighted to introduce you to Junior and his talents. He is a very talented young man. He plays the guitar, he sings, he's starting to write, and he has lots of new things going on in his projects and in his personal life. So we're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, and you're going to get to know him like he's been your friend for a long time. Junior, welcome to WMBG.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I am so happy. And you know what? The first time that I saw this man perform, he stopped the room, and everybody was like, who is that? There was a lot of mystique because you just got up there and you made that room your own. And you've done that every time I've seen you. You just get up there, and he's so serious. You just get lost in the music, and it's just compelling. Everybody is drawn to what you do on stage, and I'm just excited to have you here for the first time. And it's going to be the first of many times. I hope if you have a good time and you'll want to come back because, dude, you're just marvelous.
Thank you, sir.
How's that for an intro? Is that good?
Yes, wonderful.
Okay, good. Tell me, you grew up in this area, right?
Yes.
Okay, so probably no stranger to everybody, but I have a feeling you're just unassuming enough that I bet you there are people that know you and work with you that don't even understand what you can do they?
That's very true. I kind of try to keep the work life and the music life separate.
Oh boy, are they in for a shock when people start calling going, where's that Junior at? Because, like a lot of other musicians in the beginning stages of a performing career, you do have a day job. And in fact, I'm as grateful as I can be that you got somebody to let you off early today so that you could come in here. And, it's a miracle sometimes in my mind. I've been doing music my whole life, and I've never really had to do a lot outside of music. But I know people that work a couple of jobs, and then they still are working hard as musicians and songwriters. And, sometimes I think, God, I don't know how they have the drive and the energy sometimes to do it all on the side. But you are performing out, and you're writing, and you're newly engaged, I understand.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Who are you engaged to?
To Miss Carrie Richburg.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think you're a lucky lady because you're going to be rich one day when this man blows up success with music, because I think he definitely could. And I forgot to tell you when I mentioned that he plays the guitar, well, he does it left-handed, which in my mind tricks me because it's like upside down and backwards. And I'm like, wow, how do you do that?
Yeah, it's upside down and backwards to me, too.
Now, how long have you been playing the guitar, Junior?
My father bought me my first Les Paul electric when I was 13. So I've been playing since I was 13.
And how old are you now?
I am approaching 40. I'm not going to say exactly, but I'm approaching 40.
Okay. And you know what? Junior is, he's a marvelous showman, and he has got a lot of sense of humor, and he's a lot of fun to talk to. So I want you to go out. You are performing on a regular basis on Friday nights at the Cozy Patio, correct?
Yes, I am. That's on Richmond Road, the Clarion Hotel on Richmond Road.
Yeah, and for all of my Williamsburg natives, that used to be the Sheraton Patriot when it was first built. And, everybody in Williamsburg loves to call everything by the original thing that was on the site. And that hotel has changed hands a couple of times, but I tell you what, they have really upgraded now. They've redone the rooms in the hotel, but they have also let Z and the Cozy Patio take over what used to be the old lounge in there. And I'll tell you what, if you like Cajun food or, home cooking, and see, I'm not a spicy guy, and she and I got in a debate last night, as a matter of fact. I went out and had dinner, and I said, that Cajun stuff throws me because I don't like hot. She said, it's not hot, it's just seasoned. And I was like, okay, it's full of flavor and not hot. So we agreed on that, I think, and I haven't had everything on the menu, but what I have had, I can tell you, she knows how to cook, and she can make some serious food, and I think she has great taste because she has been booking Junior in there. And what is it like at the Cozy Patio? Do you have a good time out there?
Yeah, I try to have a good time each and every week. Basically, what I do is I come out and I try to give the audience or the patrons three things that you normally see in a nice spot. You might see some live music,
right,
which is me.
Mm-hmm.
You might see some karaoke. I do karaoke.
Do you?
Yes. And
well, I think she said karaoke's on Monday.
Right, and she
do
has
you do that too?
Right, but I let people come up and sing karaoke doing my
While
show.
you're doing
Yes,
live music,
right? While I'm
so
doing live
live
music.
like band karaoke. They
Yes,
sometimes
and
call
also if they wanna sing a song that I'm not familiar with,
it.
I have the ability to have them sing it as well, like karaoke in the
Wow.
same night. And I
I did
also
not
do
know.
a little bit of DJing too towards
you?
towards the end of the show. So if you want to get up and dance,
What a
so I try to
coincidence.
give you the full experience.
What a coincidence! I've recently become a DJ. It's fun too. Well, that I had no idea that you were so heavily involved, and it is, it is a great place to go for dinner. And she's launched Happy Hour, and she's a rather enterprising entrepreneur because she has always got some idea going for how to make that business,
Right.
happen. And it's funny because I went out there last night just because I saw on Facebook that she had a special going of some Italian food, and it said lasagna, which is always my favorite. And I had to laugh because when I ordered it, she said, "Now, we're not an Italian restaurant." And it came, and I said, "It's a good thing you're not an Italian restaurant because you have the best lasagna that I've had in a long time." And there are a lot of Italian restaurants that'd be really mad to know that she's got a lasagna that's that good. So they're lucky she's not Italian, and she'd be cleaning it up. Anyway, so are you sort of secure in that arrangement? I mean, is that going to be going on for ongoing for a while?
Yeah, I don't see anything
Okay.
in the foreseeable future
Awesome.
changing.
So there we've established that Junior is the resident entertainer at the Cozy Patio, and it's such a great place. And I remember actually the first time I saw you there. There was a thing last summer where you had some serious musicians. There was a sax player that's rather well known, actually. Who was that? Do you
Sam
remember?
Rucker.
Yeah, that was a crazy night. Y'all were just jamming out and playing all kinds of music. It was serious. And I love that about you because you draw, because of the caliber of your talent, you draw some serious musicians to come and play with you. And it always ends up being so much fun for everybody on stage and off because everybody it's infectious listening to you work. What's the first song you're going to do for us today?
I'm a kind of pretend this is my set, so
Okay.
I'm gonna sing the first song that I always sing on every one of my sets.
Okay.
Redemption Song by Bob Marley.
So if you close your eyes and picture you're in the Cozy Patio with a smothered pork chop in one hand and a piece of fried chicken in the other, you're going to get the whole experience because Junior's getting ready to do his opening number from his act. I like that. All right, let's hear some Bob Marley.
Oh, pirates, yes, they robbed I, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they take I from the bottomless pits, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Tis all I ever had. Redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. How long shall it kill our prophets while we stand beside and love? Some say that it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'tis all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy. None of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand beside and love? Some say that it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Tis all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs.
Well, Junior, I love the way you did that.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
a beautiful tune. And, you know, you have an ability to really coax the meaning out of a lyric. It's
Yeah, I try
beautiful.
to make this song my own, kind of
Oh, my
put
gosh.
myself in the situation.
And what an interesting choice as an opening number. I mean, that really establishes the tone in
Right.
no uncertain way. And how do people respond? They probably don't expect that
Right,
as the opener.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, I guess they expect me to be playing some other type of music, but I like to kind of do that for like the shock value and kind of get everybody's attention.
I don't buy that it's just for shock value. There's something personal in your heart with that song.
Yeah, I mean,
It's so real for
Yeah.
you, and that's what makes your music compelling. You are committed to it in an artistic way that is so evident. I loved that. Thanks. You are returning to the new Super Sound Showcase, sponsored by Culture Fix on WMBG. I'm your host, Robert Hodge, and we are with Junior Wilson today. We've already heard one marvelous rendition of a Bob Marley song, and we've heard a lot about this talented young artist who grew up here locally. If you are just joining us, you're in for a treat because you've come while we still have two more songs for Junior to perform. What's next, buddy?
I'm gonna do one of my like I said earlier, I mentioned earlier, my musical foundation is gospel and blues, so I'm gonna do a blues song, an old standard, Stormy Monday.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's one of the songs that my friend Linda Hopkins used to do. And Linda and I were friends for 34 years. She was my mentor and an absolutely amazing Grammy and Tony Award-winning blues legend. And Linda used to tell me that there was only one difference between gospel and blues, and that was the lyrics.
That's exactly
It's the
it's
same music with
feeling, same
different
music.
words.
Yes.
So, Stormy Monday, you couldn't have picked a better song. I will love this. Let's have it.
All right, here goes.
Junior Wilson.
Call it Stormy Monday, but Tuesday's just as bad. They call it Stormy Monday, but Tuesday's just as bad. Wednesday's worse. And Thursday's also sad. The eagle flies on Friday. Saturday I go out to play. The eagle flies on Friday, and Saturday I go out to play. Sunday I go to church, and I kneel down to pray. I cry, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. I cry, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. If someone should find my baby, please send her on home to me. I cry, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. I cry, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy on me. If someone should find my baby, someone should find my baby, someone should find my baby, won't you please send on home to me?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, 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 wow. I don't know what else to say, but wow. Dude, you know what? I was struck by the fact that your vocals are just like velvet. It's just so smooth and so rich.
Well, I'm all my life I've kind of been critical of my own voice.
Well, and we
So,
all start out that way, but you
yeah.
better get used to it, young man, because I tell you what, there is
So
some
always, to me, I
serious-
always sound terrible. So
No, no, no. And you know what? That's not an easy song to sell. But you know what? You just, it was so relaxed and just effortless. It just floated out of there. And I tell you, the people that are listening and watching, they've got to be impressed. And if you're not, shame on you. Turn off the radio, because I'm telling you, this man is talented. And I'm just so thrilled to have a chance to have you in the room just doing what you do best, and to get a chance to present it to the public, because this is wonderful.
Well,
It's
I'd
great
like to
music.
thank you again for having me out
Oh,
here.
yeah.
And thanks for the
Genius.
opportunity.
Gosh, it's such a pleasure. I hate to say that we're at the third song, because that's always the end. But gosh, I'm enjoying this and I'm having a good time. What is the third song you brought
I'm
us?
gonna do another blues.
Nice.
Big Boss Man.
Okay.
Right.
I like. Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
You know what? When you were like, if you should see my baby, send her on home to me. I'm thinking, she didn't leave your house. She ain't missing. Cause who's gonna leave if you're sitting there singing like that in the living room? She ain't going nowhere. Stop it. All right, let's hear that third song.
Here it goes. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. You got me a working boss man, working around the clock. You got me a working boss man, and you won't let Junior stop. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. I'm going to find me a boss man, one that'll treat me right, work me easy in the day, and let me go home at night. Big boss man, can't you hear me when I call? Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all. Well, you ain't so big, you just tall, that's all.
Wow, what a great way to end the piece. My gosh, that's a fun song. Okay. And you know, anytime you hear a blues song you've never heard before, it just thrills you. I mean, there's a great.
You never heard that one before?
No, I don't know where.
Okay.
I don't know how that one got away from me. But I like that song. That's a great choice. And
it's an old Jimmy Reed tune.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good choice, my friend. And you know, if you are intrigued and you are impressed, I want you to go out to the Cozy Patio on Friday night. What time do you play?
Anywhere between 8 and 9 p.m.
Okay. And you go out and you tell them that you heard Junior on the radio and you have to have a front row seat because that's important to see this man up close. He is something to watch. He's a treat for your ears. And just so much fun to see on stage. And Junior, I couldn't be more grateful that you're here. How can people get in touch with you?
Through social media. I think that's the biggest thing going now. So just hit me up on my either Messenger, Facebook Messenger,
Okay.
or I have a fan page, Junior Wilson, music fan.
Okay, and is that spelled out or is it the JR like on your...
It's spelled out.
Okay,
Right.
so Junior Wilson. And I tell you, you mentioned there's a website in production. It's coming soon?
Yeah, like I told you earlier, I'm starting to write my own material now, so I'm looking forward to recording that and building a website and making the music available to those that's interested in what I got to say.
And my friend, when you make that record, you better bring it right here to WMBG so we can play it first.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a fan and I'm impressed and I'm your friend. So thank you for being with us.
All right, thank you for having me.
And thank you to our friends Steve and Jen and Shirley over at Culture Fix. We appreciate your sponsorship. And to all of the listeners, thank you for being here. We couldn't do this show without you. And once again, I just repeat it often. I'm the luckiest guy in the world because all the great musicians come right in here and they play just for me. So we're going back to the music that you love.